Mark, super day for your stable.
Yeah, it's been a great day, Greg, and it's been great staying with Luke and Belinda and the team there. They've really looked after us and the horses have thrived.
Firstly, our Waikiki Beach, everyone expected him to win. He drew barrier number 1, but he just looks so effortless in what he does.
Yes, that's right. Sensational last quarter, and you wouldn't know he's doing it, but he's just stepped up all the way through, Greg. He's got better and better. He went into the semi, and I thought he's improved, but he's probably improved off that again.
So he's eligible for so much. I guess now you've got to sit down and work out what you now target with him.
Yeah, that's right. Greg, Breeders' Challenge will probably be, or the heats of the Breeders' Challenge will be next on the agenda, but he's also Breeders' Crown eligible as well, so he's got a lot to look forward to.
The APG, it's a race that you've had a lot of success over in recent years. Was it something 5 or 6 years ago you sat down and said, well, we need to be buying horses out of this sale and targeting that rich series?
Yes, I think it was one year we had 5 or 6 runners in our own sires stakes racing, and it was just something I thought, well, maybe we'll just spread things round a bit and see how we go with selecting yearlings from Australia, and naturally this series is worth a lot of money, and just cover a few more bases.
So where does our Waikiki Beach sit in the pecking order in your stable of 2-year-olds?
He might have gone to number 1 after today, but we're pretty strong with the 2-year-olds, and a couple of nice colts at home as well.
What about the old boy, Smolder? He was back. He was very good at Penrith, but today was able to beat Bowtide, something that a lot of horses can't do here.
Yes, and probably just kept the day off because we didn't come here expecting to beat Bowtide, and Nat gave him a beautiful run, and naturally that was probably the winning of the race. Bowtide did a little bit of work early, but certainly didn't expect to do it, so just kept off a great day.
Does it give you a lot of joy seeing him perform like that, knowing that he has had his issues and you've had to be a little bit patient with him and work with him to get him back to being at his best?
Yes, absolutely, Greg, and when you're at this level it's very hard to get them back when they've had an enforced layoff, and just full credit to him, really. He's stepped up and he's done it.
So where do we see him next?
He will spend probably the next month here anyway, and maybe a race or 2 here, and then he'll go on to Queensland.
So you'll, by the sound of it, you're going to have a pretty big team in Queensland for the Winter Carnival.
Well, we won't get carried away, but I'd like to think we'll have half a dozen there.
Wow, okay, well, congratulations. It's been a very good trip for the stable. You deserve all the success. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Greg.
Bruce Frith, that fighting tiger was there today.
Yeah, that's right. I was a little bit worried with 100 to go, but yeah, she can lift.
Now today, important to point out that that's the last run she's going to have in your stable.
Yeah, that's it. It's the end of an era for us with her, but yeah, she'll move on now to, I think initially she'll be going to Luke's for a month, and then she'll move to Mark Purden's after that.
Is it a tough decision that's been made? Have you been part of the decision?
Oh, definitely. Bernie's been 100% behind me all the way, and after Penrith, I'd sort of got to the stage with her where I'm only a hobbyist, and I've done a good job with her, and she's an M6 now, and it's pretty hard to place her, and I think she'd be better placed in a camp like that, and with Luke and Mark taking over, that's the best there is, so we're happy with the decision.
And it must have been a really tough decision for you to make and to contemplate. Mate, she's given you some of the biggest thrills in your career.
Yeah, there's no doubt in the world. They'll never be replaced, and Frith won't be replaced. I know that. Like I said, I work 5 or 6 horses a year, and to get a horse like her was a dream, and that's what we're all in this game for. And I'll treasure those memories forever, and I don't expect them to be repeated, but that won't stop us trying, of course. But yeah, it was the right decision. I love the horse. I've had a great run with her, and as I said, I'm as happy as Larry, and if she goes on and they can just get that next bit out that I probably wouldn't get out of her, I'll be the biggest one cheering for her.
Was there a moment in her racing while you've had her that you've thought, no, it's time for her to go to a bigger stable?
Really, I think it really was Penrith in the Renshaw Cup. We had a lot of trouble getting there. We had accidents on the way, and at one stage we went 8 Ks in an hour, and she travels all right, that's not a problem, but I didn't need that stress, I can tell you, and it's to the stage now where she just needs to go to that next level as a racehorse. The ability's there, and as I talked to Bernie about it after the race, and he was 100% behind me, and we go to the best that we know, and hopefully they can do what I wouldn't have been able to, basically.
Emotional decision?
It is in one way, but it feels like a bit of weight lifted off me too, because I don't want her form to drop away. She doesn't deserve that. I'd love to have got her to the $1 million myself. But I just think it's in the best interest and the time for it to happen now. There's a couple of 2 or 3 big races coming up in Melbourne for her, and I originally would have been taking her to them, and Mark was happy to wait till then, and then when I talked to Mark again, we started to go with Luke, and they're sort of working a bit together now, so they both have hands on her, and it's in the best interest of the horse. And in a way, I feel a little bit weight lifted off me as well, because I just don't want her to drop away in her form, and that she doesn't deserve it. And yeah, I don't want to be responsible for it if it happens. So yeah, bittersweet, no doubt.
Favourite win, and there's been a few, mate. So was it the Oaks in WA?
Oh, I think so. There was a lot of emotion there. You're with good people, and Mouse and Lara, and they looked after us. And I went into the unknown there. I didn't know what I was doing, and you tried to make out you did, and in the end, it was the horse that proved like you did. So, yeah, that was fantastic. I love the Breeders' Crown wins, the Challenge wins. Like you said, they're all good, but that one was the big challenge because of the distance we travelled, and we were really just little fish in a massive pond at that stage. And yeah, we come out looking like we knew what we were doing.
Last question: how the family going to cope? Did they try and change your mind?
Well, it's quite funny actually, because I think wife was always been 100% behind me what I decide and that. But we rang our daughter, our youngest daughter, who's 12 now, and we told her that this would probably be going on, and this was only Thursday after the Renshaw Cup we decided. She burst into tears basically. She said, "Oh, we're going to be poor now, Dad. What are we going to do?" And but yeah, I tried to explain to them there's another world outside there too. So yeah, they were upset. They loved the limelight of the presentation area, so they won't get to see it for a while now.
Mate, congratulations on the job you've done with her. A fantastic effort to get her so close to that $1 million mark. I'm sure she'll get there. Well done.
Thank you, and all the camp at home, they're the reason that I'm able to do this. My father-in-law, wife, and the kids, and all my friends that helped me, and the ride's been fantastic, and that's why we're in harness racing. Everyone out there, you aim for a horse like this, and I tell you, it's worth it when you get one.